vote. The yeas are 216. The nays are 210. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
What? Hey guys, what's going on? It's Talks with Kenny here today, and it's breaking news. I wanted to talk about it because I've been following this for a while. I wanted to kind of see the conclusions of everything before I give my thoughts on it. But McCarthy's ousted from speakership after Democrats side with Matt Gaetz. Now, both sides of them saying, hey, the only way McCarthy is losing his speakership is if the Democrats side with Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz claimed that he's not going to give anything to the Democrats. He's just going to look, I'm just going to file the motion until something happens. And it seemed like the Democrats were like, nah, we ain't going to stay here all day. So the Democrats decided to side with Matt Gaetz. But I'm going to show you this is a political move by the Democrats, because I think the reason why the Democrats sided with Matt Gaetz was to get McCarthy to crawl back to them and say, hey, we can make you speaker again, but it comes with some favors, you know, if you know what I'm saying. But let's get into the story. I want to kind of react to this. I just found this out right on my phone. Breaking news, right? House Speaker McCarthy, which I believe is the first time in history that this has happened, was forced to vacate the speakership on Tuesday after Democrats voted in support of Representative Matt Gaetz' motion to vacate the speakership. The 216 to 210 vote marked the first time in U.S. history that the House has ever removed a speaker. The last time a speakership was ever even challenged was more than 110 years ago. God damn. All right. The other 7 Republicans who sided with the House Democrats included Andy Biggs, Ken Buck, Elon Crane, Bob Good, Matt Rosend, I think, and Macy Mace, which is, I think she's a moderate. But hey, I digress. I want to go. Oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. What's wrong? What's going on with me? I kind of wanted to give a McCarthy was confident he'll survive the coup. He called it a coup bid. And this is New York. The New York Post leans right. You see the bias here is lean right. So if you're a lefty, a centrist, and you think I'm biased, you can find another news station. But here we go. Former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy was bullish Tuesday about his odds of holding onto the gavel despite a bid to oust him by fellow Republican Matt Gaetz. While Democrats indicated that they would not throw McCarthy a lifeline to keep him in power. To keep him in power. That's the important distinction there. To keep him in power. Yo, Republicans got to play this very carefully. And a lot of people who, you know, the more traditional Republicans, because at the end of the day, I think Matt Gaetz represents more of the idealistic, populist wing of the Republican Party. And that's the wing I'm a part of, honestly. If I was to identify myself with one side of the issue, is with Matt Gaetz. I side with him idealistically. Yo, like, we need better politicking here. Yo, most of Americans believe that if the government shut down, it's going to be Democrats' fault because Biden's saying, hey, I'm not going to sign anything, right? The Senate is also Democratic run. If we go through a government shutdown, a lot of the American people will hold Democrats accountable for that. But McCarthy is still arguing from a position of weakness. And I think this is what some of the critique of people like me who are more idealistic want. Now, you're the Ben Shapiro's of the world, the Daily Wires of the world. You're going, what's the plan here, Matt Gaetz? Who are you going to replace Kevin McCarthy with? Because that was the number one issue in the beginning when the Freedom Caucus first challenged McCarthy from the gavel for speakership. Ben Shapiro on here Twitter, okay, who's the alternative? Who's the alternative? Oh, Jim Jordan. I agree, Jim Jordan is a good choice, but he doesn't want the job. So who else is out there? Right? This is the problem with politics, is that you have to pick between pragmatism or that, I don't know. I feel like it's a flawed framing to say that there's no other alternative but Kevin McCarthy. I think that's a way of rationalizing staying the same. That's how I think. But hey, it is Matt Gaetz' next move. And I agree. I respect Matt Gaetz for one thing, to try to actually change the way things is run in Congress, in Washington. Because at the end of the day, nothing new ever comes by staying in your comfort zone. I agree with this statement here. Now, I've been rambling too long. I hope you guys found this entertaining and enjoyable. Let's get back into the story. At the end of the day, if you throw a speaker out that has 99% of the conference, this is Kevin McCarthy speaking, that keeps the government open and that paid the troops, I think we're in a really bad spot for how we're going to run Congress, McCarthy told reporters ahead of an afternoon vote on the motion. This was him before he actually got ousted. Now, I'm not going to play any videos, but while nothing is final until the votes are cast, reports indicate that a handful of Republicans will join all House Democrats in blocking Gaetz' motion, which the Democrats did not do. The Democrats were like, no. Let Gaetz file the motion. You can see how the Democrats are playing this. Meaning, McCarthy will be the first ever speaker removed through the preliminary procedures and kicking off what is likely to be a lengthy round of balloting to find a replacement, which is going to be true. Sorry about that. If 5 Republicans go with the Democrats, I'm out. McCarthy predicted that, and then there you go. Good morning. This is the whip count. And Democrats emerged from Tuesday morning caucus, meaning seemingly united in their determination not to bail out the Californian, whose liberal lawmakers said that they had already made too many concessions to the far-right members of his conference. We encourage our Republican colleagues who claim to be more traditional to break from the extremism and the chaos and the dysfunction and the extremism. Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries told reporters, we're ready, willing, and able to work together with our Republican colleagues, but it's on them to join us to move the Congress and the country forward. There's a lot of politics in playing here, and it's crazy. It's pretty evident that the Democrat caucus does not feel that Kevin McCarthy is a leader who can be trusted. Caucus Chairman Pete Angular, hope I said that right, said after the meeting, summing up the feelings of many of his colleagues. Breaking news. Hakeem Jeffries definitely called for a vote against any procedures to delay the motion to vacate, and he said Democrats should vote to oust McCarthy. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this is a good play by Matt Gaetz? You think it's opening up? Because a part of me, as a conservative, I start thinking. Side note, I'm an independent. I'm still registered as independent. One of the things why I'm not a Republican yet, or ever, maybe, I don't know, depends how the Republican Party showed me, is I don't feel like they are actually like doing what it needs to be done to actually get the agenda that they want, right? It's like they play too defensive, and it seems like they don't really fight for what they want. It's like they fight for, hey, like you see how Kevin McCarthy fought for his speakership. He don't fight for that for policies. He don't fight for that for agendas, even when he has the advantage. Hey, if government shut down, Democrats, the American people is going to say it's on you. But now that Matt Gaetz pulled this, now Democrats can try to spin it or frame it and saying, hey, Republicans is the reason why we can't even pass a bill. Look, we got a couple of days, but luckily they got a month to figure this out, I believe, because I believe they extended the shutdown, unless I'm mistaken. They could now frame this saying, look at this dysfunctional House. The conservatives can't get anything done. Now but to me, nothing gets done in your comfort zone. Like, I think the Republican Party needed this. They needed some members, the young members in their crew, because at the end of the day, that's what youth brings. Youth brings change. And if we keep doing the same thing that we've always been doing, we're always going to get the same results. And this is what the youth of the Republican Party, the youth of the conservative party is trying to tell you guys. Hey, look, man, we tired of this now. Come on, we got to do some actual change. And it's up to the older people to bridge that transition. Hey, we need that youth. We need that energy, because no old person is going to sit here and take all this backlash that Matt Gaetz is about to get. If you look at every young conservative, they're behind Matt Gaetz, right? The younger crowd. When I say young, like younger than 45, if I'm taking a guess, a lot of them, they're like, yo, I support where Matt Gaetz is going, because end of the day, the pragmatism, the practical has to be an agenda that moves closer to the ideal. Not, we sacrifice the ideal to do what's comfortable today. Because what I noticed in politics, it seems like the political class, they're comfortable just kicking the can down the road, and let the next generation handle this problem. Who cares if we skyrocket the national debt even higher? The next generation is going to handle that. And Matt Gaetz is like, nah, we ain't doing this no more. And I commend him for that. But hey, I think I've been rambling enough on this story. Breaking news. I'm going to keep following this story because this is very interesting to me. Maybe I might react to this as an inconvenient truth. Who knows? Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. What you think? What you think is the next move? What you think is the best place forward for the Republican parties to get move forward from this? I would like to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys for watching to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.